Indians right-handed relief pitcher Joe Smith. And Joe, good to see you. Great start so far to the year.
I appreciate it. Trying.
Yeah, when you look at your numbers too, one of the things to me that's the most impressive, your numbers against righties and lefties are almost identical. 214 against righties, 217 against left-handers. And you've been able to do this now for the last couple of years. What's the key to that? So whether it's a lefty or a righty, it almost doesn't matter to you.
Just trying to throw strikes and get ahead, and then once you do that, you can really, then you can start nibbling or, spin stuff in the dirt. Hopefully they'll chase, but, before I'd get behind lefties 2-0, 1-0, and they're just waiting. I got to throw a fastball, to get back into the count, and they're just slapping it the other way or hitting it double down the line. So, just getting ahead really changed a lot of things.
Joe, you were always devastating against right-handers and had to work on getting good against lefties. What was the turning point for you that you were able to get this consistency now against those left-handed hitters?
I think it was last year in spring training when I hurt my oblique. Honestly, Vinny Pastano and Tony Sipp really took over that 7th and 8th inning role for us, and we're locking it down. So when I came back, they were just like, get back in the groove of things. And, I was pitching in games where we were losing by 3 or 4 or winning by 5 or more. So it was one of those things where it wasn't a matchup situation, and Manny was like, hey, just go back, get your feeling back, get ready to pitch. And, I was able to face left-handed hitters, and when that opportunity came, really focused on, like I said, getting ahead, and I was able to get them out and keep getting them out. So I got a little bit of confidence from that, and they gained confidence in me to later in the year let me face them.
You mentioned a couple of your teammates, Joe. It seems like you guys as a unit these last couple of years have really come together. How big has that been in the overall success of the bullpen?
I think it's huge. I mean, having the same group down there, we really get to know each other. We know how we work, but not only that, we know our roles. When the phone call comes, we know who it's going to be before they say it usually,
right.
So it's good, and everybody pulls for each other. Nobody's all wrapped up in where they pitch. We just want to pitch, we want to get outs, and we want to be good as a unit.
It seems, too, that you guys, and this goes with knowing when you're going to come in, you understand the hitters that you're going to face. You have a game plan when you come into the game. Coming up through the minor leagues, some guys, I don't know if they have that, but everybody here, it seems like when you go in, you know what you want to do.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you know who your guys are going to be. You can tell what situations you're going to get in, and, whether it's going over a scouting report or watching video on what you've done against them in the past, you know what you want to do when you get out there. And the more we stay together as a group and the more, we get to pitch out there and guys get a couple more years in the league, you start getting comfortable and confident when you see a hitter step in the box that you faced before.
Joe, this team's in first place right now. It almost seems like this year the guys kind of feel like, hey, we belong here. Did you learn that from last year?
Yeah, I think so. I think last year we all kind of got caught up in a little bit of the hype going around, like, hey, are we really for real? But, I think within ourselves, we knew we had some young guys that were going to step up and have big years for us. And, they did it. Now it's just about continuing that success and building off of what they did last year. And, we're in first place right now, but we can definitely play a lot better baseball, and I think we will.
Joe, great stuff here today. Great job so far this season, and we'll talk again soon.
I appreciate that.